What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old head, young Jesus shadow. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. He never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear, still weighing heavy. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique.
What's up, world? It's your girl.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lilly.
Women. Can't live with them. Can't sell them for cattle.
Ah, man.
For cattle or chattel?
Either way.
Oh,
Wait a minute. What brought that on?
I just feel like women been having it tough lately with these abortion laws in this country.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I feel like those dudes would love it if they was just like old days.
Yeah. As they say, it's not a good time to be a drug user or a drug dealer right now. You just damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Drug dealer?
Yeah. It's not a good time to be a drug dealer or a drug user.
Or a woman?
Oh. Right now.
I think she's, you know what? She's kind of like, she's with me right now because like we have this, like we just talked about sayings, and our question of the week coming up is about sayings. Maybe
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a saying.
Oh, it's a saying that you can't do. I'm going to leave it alone.
It's like you lose. It's a lose-lose situation.
Okay.
Women is losing right now.
Women are losing.
If you got a cooch, you out. You lost.
Like a drug dealer.
Yeah, exactly. You can't sell it. You can't even do nothing if you keep it.
Can't snort it.
Exactly. Can't do nothing. You just losing.
Oh my God. That's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't expect you to understand, Dino.
Oh, okay. You don't expect me to understand?
No, you don't have a.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. No. I don't have a cooch, but I did have a horrible week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! It just seemed like there was so many things that I got frozen shoulder. I got
Dang.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with my shoulder all year, and my range of motion has just been. It's one. You know what I figured out? Do you remember Pip? I'm asking you, Pip, because we're around we're the same age. Do you remember when we were younger and you would get like some weird tick or pain or something, your body wouldn't do something right, and you would just be like, "Oh, it'll go away."
Like, of course.
And then right, exactly, and it would.
Oh,
but you know what? After you hit 35, 40, that begins to be less and less true. So earlier this year, I noticed there was something going on with my shoulder, my range of motion, and I was like, it'll go away. Yeah, it didn't go away. It got worse.
Yeah, it's like 7 months later.
It got worse. So, I went to see a doctor about it over a month ago, but the way the medical system is and all that and appointments and all that.
Checking saving.
So, yes, another she is on same mode. Yeah. Like she just like she got Sane's Tourette's. She just Kevin Hart up in this bitch. Like I just taking the savings. Yeah, okay.
I know how it is. It's hard. It's
she auntie today.
Right.
I get it.
So anyway, I go to the doctor and find out that I have frozen shoulder, which is basically when they say it generally happens to women. But sometimes men, when you injure your shoulder and then it heals back, there's like scar tissue or something. And that is what's keeping me from having the full motion that I'm supposed to have. And it's getting to the point where it's difficult for me to do regular everyday things, putting on and taking off a jacket and things.
Wow.
And there's a lot of pain. Anyway, So there was that. Come to find out, it's most likely curable through rehab.
Okay.
He said it's going to hurt, but it's he said he sees 300 cases a year, and he probably only operates like 5 times.
Oh, that's good.
So, and if rehab doesn't work, then there's surgery. But rehab most likely will work.
So how did you injure your shoulder? Do you know?
That I do know, and that's like another story, which is kind of a TMI situation that I'm sure you guys do not want to hear about.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, did you injure your shoulder in the pole dancing class like me? It wasn't that?
No, it was not that. No.
All right.
Let's just say it had something to do with my wife.
Oh.
She did it.
Oh.
So anyway.
Well, then it was worth it. Then it was worth it.
For her, maybe.
Damn, you don't know. What the hell?
So, and then, okay, they're working on the train line. This might affect you too, Pip. I'm not sure because I don't know what your route is, but they're upgrading the trains. Mm-hmm. So they're down partially. My commute home on Tuesday, Monday I was out. Tuesday, it took me 3 hours to get home.
Freak.
Yeah. Then Wednesday it took me 2 hours. And so Thursday I was like, okay, these are not. So Thursday all I did was instead of when they told me, they kicked me out the train station saying you can't get on here.
Wow.
You have to, go someplace else, or there's
What train
a shuttle.
Is this?
This is the Expo line.
Okay.
The Expo and the Long Beach line.
Well, I know the Long Beach line because they're working on part of it.
The Expo and Long Beach, they are kind of the same line at certain points.
Yeah.
So it affects both.
Okay.
So that whole station is kind of closed down. You can't get off there or get on the train from there.
Right there at Pico, the first one when you come out? Pretty much those first few ones right there.
There's several.
Yeah.
There's several. But so anyway, so I just hop on the bus and then whatever, and it ends up getting me 3 hours late. And see, the thing is, the way the traffic is and everything, it's so bad. And when I leave work at 4:15.
Well, you leave early, too.
Right. And earlier the better. And between 4:15 and 4:30, huge difference.
Yeah.
Man.
It's only 15 minutes.
Man.
Right? But that can make a huge difference. Yes. So since I didn't know that the train was out, I got off to go to the train station. By the time I got back on the bus, had to go all the way, because they didn't tell me until I got all the way on the other side. I had to go a whole bunch of rigmarole. It was close to 5 already.
Wow.
So that's why it ended up taking me 3 hours. So Tuesday, I went straight whatever, and it still took me forever. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll try taking the shuttle to the train that, to where the train is working, and then go in from there like that.
Right.
Well, I tried taking the shuttle. I was told 2 different places where the shuttle was, and I asked the guy there, was this, for the shuttle? It seemed like it because it was a long line of people there, and they had MTA people there with vests on and everything. I didn't think they would be there just for a regular bus stop. Well, I guess there was also regular buses stopping there as well, and I got on the wrong bus.
Oof.
And I got on a bus that was a direct bus.
A direct bus?
To Long Beach.
What?
Yes.
Dino!
I ended up all the way in Long Beach. Could not get off the bus until Long Beach.
Wow.
So luckily it dropped me off at a train station.
Right.
So I hopped on the train. But guess what? They're still working on the line. So I only was able to get to the Compton station from Long Beach, which still is a good ways from my house.
Definitely.
And it was so confusing there was supposed to be another shuttle, but they were so vague about where it is. I couldn't find it. Nobody knew anything. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Why am I acting like I'm like this broke dude? Like, I'm about to call Uber like a fucking boss,
right?
And get the fuck out of here.
Hello.
So I called me an Uber and took that home.
Yes.
Wow.
I got home like 8 o'clock.
Damn.
This was Thursday.
Damn,
oh my God.
Gina.
So that's why my week was so bad.
That is a fucked up week.
He had some adventures.
Man,
yeah.
You ended up at the Compton station. I'm glad we made it to see you today. God damn it.
Oh, it was still horrible. It was,
man, to Long Beach.
Yes, all the way to Long Beach.
Oh my God, that's like a 35-minute car ride. So I can imagine on the bus.
Well, it was the one on the freeway.
It was a one-way bus, but
on the freeway. So it was about the same amount of time. It was about
right.
They're in 5 o'clock.
Because it's like because they're not.
Yeah.
It's not like they go into all the stops.
Mm-hmm.
They just go in with the traffic with everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, I got off.
I've done that. Bus.
I got off in Long Beach like 6. It was like 6.
Oh, it's crazy.
Or 6.
And the downtown thing, I know exactly what you're talking about because I get home. It depends on the bus I connect with, but I usually get home within 20 to 30 minutes, which is great.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
That's on public transportation. That includes a little bit of walk, very little.
That's good.
But if I ride with my girlfriend. She gives me a ride home. It takes us half an hour just to get out of downtown
Wow.
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, easily. Easily.
We getting on the freeway 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later after we.
She should go the way the bus goes.
Well, I take the train to one stop
okay.
away and then take a bus. That's how I do it.
Yeah, you go out of the way to get away from the traffic. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just,
I never went to Long Beach like that.
man.
That's a detour and a half.
That's a whole detour. And the bus driver wouldn't even let you off, Dino? I mean,
Do you
sometimes they'll be courteous and let you off. Like if you
where?
tell them,
They know because
I
they're
don't know.
liable for wherever they put you off. If
Yeah,
anything
I
happens,
guess so.
they're liable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the freeway.
I know, but
As soon as we get off the freeway, that's where you let me off.
well,
I mean,
yeah, but
they can't let you off on the freeway.
no,
Dijon.
I'm
Come
not
on.
saying to let you off on the freeway, but he had to get on the freeway somewhere. You didn't just board on the freeway.
Yeah, but I didn't know I was not on the right bus until I got on the freeway.
Okay, well that's what I'm asking.
So,
That's what the hell I'm asking.
so, I mean,
Yeah, he
obviously,
could,
I would have got off if I know.
If you would've known before?
Right. Just let me out the outlet mall.
Yeah, I thought he was like, nah, you're going to take this ride. You going to Long Beach. Like, dang, that's what that bus driver was mean. But
Oh my God! And then I'm communicating with my girls to let them know what's going on, and this is what I'm hearing. This is
they were giving you trouble too? Oh, you was getting from all
I
directions?
wouldn't say trouble, but it's just the drama of my home. That's all, drama of my home.
So because you wasn't here to hold it together.
It's just everyday thing.
They're trying to figure out who's going to make dinner.
Oh, well, it's not. It's maybe because I don't know. Anyway. Oh, my God. So, yeah, that was that.
Aw.
And then, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it through the week. You have another plan for next week? You plan it out differently?
Yeah, I'm going to be extra careful about which bus I get on. Because I think the shuttle might be my best bet, or either that or, I don't know. I think that might be my best bet. But this is going to be going on until September. And usually when they give us the estimate, it usually goes on longer than that. Like the last time when Crenshaw was closed down, it was supposed to be closed down a certain amount of time. It was closed down for double. I think it was like 3 months originally.
Wow.
It was like 6 months it was closed down.
Wow.
So I'm not optimistic about this being over in September. And this is affecting me even worse than that whole Crenshaw thing.
Yeah. The Crenshaw thing was
crazy.
a little bit of a detour. I was affected by that, but this seems like a hell of a hot mess. Vague information? Oh, that's never going to be okay.
It's not. And let's say, and welcome, we want to welcome the our live listeners.
Hello.
Yes.
Our Castbox Live people.
Hey, shitlords.
Thank you guys for
Hail shitlords.
for
Hell, shitlords.
shout out to all you guys in the chat. We'll be checking in from time to time, and maybe even when we have our question of the week, maybe we'll even open it up for phone calls for you guys to call in and
that'd be cool.
give us your answers
That's
for
great.
the question of the week.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to get in these topics?
Let's do this.
News and noteworthy.
The Shiznit.
So we have a lot of animal stories this week. Animals all over the
It must have been something in the air because even Jack was cutting up.
Jack's always cutting up.
No. Kind of, but no. Kind of. He got into the trash at my friend's house. So anyway.
Pussy gets washed for 35 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems excessive.
Well, you got to make sure it's thorough.
Yeah, but...
Well, let me put it like this: a pussy cat.
okay. Oh, I should have known.
Pussy cat named Felix actually accidentally gets stuck in the wash for the whole cycle, 35 minutes.
But once a pussy gets wet, it wants to stay wet.
Felix, the what? Felix, the cat.
He looks just like Felix too.
Oh.
He's black and white.
So much your sides will ache. So
So yeah, Felix's owner
The wonderful cat.
is mortified. She was doing a load, and she has 3 cats, so she's used to watching out for her little cats because they like to crawl in places like that, you know. And she got caught up and, slipped her mind. She stepped away for a minute or something and didn't check again. And in that little bit of time, Felix had jumped in the washing machine with all the clothes and was in there. Thought he found him a cool little
Kicking spot.
little den,
Right.
And poor Felix was in for the ride of his life. So Felix comes out 35 minutes later. The funny thing is that he almost went in for another load because she was about to do it again. I think some of the clothes weren't to her satisfaction. She was about to run it back through. and just when she did, she saw a little paw sticking up.